This is Rosa Parks, and on December 1st, 1955, she was arrested for not giving a white man his seat on the bus, which at the time was a major crime. At this time, it was against the law for an African American not to give up their seat on a public transportation vehicle to a white person. After she was arrested, she was taken down to a police station where they took her fingerprints and then put her in jail, where she stayed until December 5th when two people finally paid her bail. Her bail was paid by Clifford and Virginia Durr, and after she got out, everybody wanted to know what had happened, so she went to church that night and told them all what had happened. After she told them what happened, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had the idea to boycott the buses, which everyone thought was a great idea. That idea became known as the Montgomery Bus Boycott, which was a series of events that lasted over a year long. One of the events was a march in which all the blacks and some whites took part in to help African Americans get civil rights. Another thing that happened during the bus boycotts were all the police were pulling blacks over all the time for nothing at all, and they were beating up blacks all the time just for not riding the buses. If you think that's bad, there was a terrorist organization called the Ku Klux Klan, or KKK for short, that would go and attack blacks and kill them and even try to blow up some of their houses. But on December 20th, 1956, a little over a year later, their case finally made it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ruled that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. The day had finally come that the whole black community had been waiting for more than a year. The day they could ride the bus without having to move for a white man. Even though they could ride the buses without being told to move, they were still harassed and made fun of and attacked. But with this big victory, there would soon be more civil rights movements all across the country.